Hey there, welcome back to my channel. So today I have an exciting premise for a video. I haven't seen anyone do this, maybe they have, but I just thought it would be interesting and helpful for you guys to do kind of a comparison, worst to best, best to worst of my fragrances that have come with lotions, because a lot of you guys actually buy the sets and like the sets and do wear the scented lotions. Personally, I more than likely always just get the fragrances on their own, but if I do get them in a set, then I'm that person that prefers the body wash than the lotion, but more fragrances come with the lotion, and I think I'm in the minority here where most people like the lotion. So I have a whole bunch. I have 9 to go through with you guys. I'm gonna go worst to best. I'm gonna save the best for last, and I'm gonna go through to kind of say what it is about each one that I like in terms of like the actual lotion, how it works on the skin, and the kind of texture and the scent and how well it does with the fragrance as well. So if you want to see my collection of fragrances with their matching lotion, don't forget to keep watching and don't forget to subscribe. So we're gonna get to 9th place, and that is Scandal by Jean Paul Gaultier, and this is the matching fragrance. This was a super popular fragrance and it still is. A lot of people really like this. I have tried some of its flankers, and honestly I've enjoyed, and I have a decant of one of its flankers and I forget which one, but it's the most recent one that smells grapey. Oh my god, I love that one. And honestly, I've enjoyed the flankers a lot more than the original. The original, I think I just got caught up in the hype, and it's very sweet, and the honey in this is not my favorite, honestly. It pulls a little bit too sour, and that's where honey loses me. Every time honey goes sour in a fragrance, I'm not a fan, but that's really up for your taste, because I know there's a lot of people that like this. I like honey when it's fresher, even when it's syrupy, but not when it pulls that kind of sour note. It happens in Oud d'Ambroisie as well. This to a certain degree, I feel like I wear this more than I wear Oud d'Ambroisie, and there are definitely days where I'm drawn to it. You can see I've put somewhat of a dent in this, but if and when I go through this, I would not repurchase, and I would just get one of the flankers, the grapey one, which the name is escaping me, but that one that I have a decant of, oh my god, I absolutely adore. So lotion wise, it was already starting off on a down point, but honestly this lotion is texture wise my least favorite of the bunch. It is very runny. I prefer like a thicker consistency in my lotion, and this one's quite watery and runny. Again, that's totally up to your taste. Maybe you will like something lighter. This might be better if you have kind of like more moisturized skin usually on your body, but my legs and stuff get quite dry, and this really doesn't do that much in terms of moisturization. So that's on one front, but usually these scented lotions aren't the best for moisturization anyways. They're really meant to be worn on the skin so that when you wear the fragrance, it's amplifying that and making it last longer. And they tend to be kind of scented to a lesser degree than the fragrance itself. And some people like to wear these on their own on some days. In terms of the scent, moisturization aside, I also don't think it does very well. I feel like this is just sour. Like it really did remove the floral part of Scandal that makes it more wearable for me. And this is a lot more of just that base of sour honey. And for that reason, I really rarely wear this. This will probably be one of the ones I just give away, because I give away a lot of my scented lotions to friends and family that kind of wear them like on their own. Some of my friends and family like to wear these even without the fragrance, like they just prefer the scented lotions. I can never be that gal, and I don't have the same attachment to like scented lotions and body washes for fragrances, so I don't keep all of mine. I've given away more of them than I can even count. So this is going to be one of the ones I definitely give away because it's just not my vibe. Then in 8th place, we have My Insolence, and this is a tender body lotion by obviously Guerlain, and it went with the My Insolence fragrance. Now I know this is controversial because people really love My Insolence, and I thought I was gonna like it as well, and I do like it, but in all honesty, it's my least favorite of the like Insolence range that I've ever tried, and I've got 4 of them, and this, I just feel like I would be more kind in my review to it had it not been in the Insolence range. If it was just its own fragrance on its own in Guerlain, I'd be like, okay, that's fine. It's a completely different vibe. But to me, this has like, it reminds me a bit of Girl of Now Forever, which is my least favorite Girl of Now. The lemon and raspberry is quite similar in the lemon and raspberry in there. This I like more than Forever, but it's just not that violet, and honestly, I'm not a huge fan of lemon raspberry mixes. And in terms of the lotion, I feel like it doesn't smell that much like the fragrance. Again, it's a bit of a lighter consistency, but just so you guys can see, it is even more watery. Like this one is so watery on the skin. And the only reason it's a step above is scent wise, I like it more than the Scandal. The Scandal just smells such of a sour honey, and this smells a little bit better, and it is a touch more, even though it's watery, I feel like it is a touch more moisturizing. I haven't actually worn the Scandal lotion with Scandal, but I have worn this with My Insolence, and it's nice. I mean, it's definitely nowhere near the top of my range, and this is one, because it's so hard to find, I will keep for myself and use and enjoy, because it just took so long to find My Insolence. But yeah, this is definitely down in 8th position for me. All right, so now we get to 7th. And 7th, probably surprisingly, is actually Girl of Now by Elie Saab. In terms of the fragrance, absolutely love it. One of my favorites, so stunning, such a beautiful, oh my God, just such a beautiful gourmand, such a nutty floral. It's so strong, it lasts beautifully. I really can't say enough good things about it. And this and Girl of Now Shine, I really love in the range. Girl of Now Shine is a little bit more of my favorite personally between the two, but this one is really just as stunning. But this one I actually got in a set. So I have the lotion, and in terms of the scent, I'll just remind myself, I actually did like. Scent wise, it's really beautiful. I find it's a lot softer and creamier and cleaner. This isn't as gourmand as the fragrances, but I really like the scent of this. The only thing that left it lower in the bunch is I feel like as we move along, you will see that there are scents of lotions that I feel like match better with the fragrance itself, and the texture is better, and there's more of an authentic match. I like this fragrance on its own. I feel like it's really nice, and I love Girl of Now on its own, but I don't really like them together because I find this isn't as well of a match as we move along through the bunch. There are a lot better matches. But in general, I feel like this isn't a buttery texture and consistency, which I like a little more. I enjoy a thicker cream, but it is definitely on its way to being one of the better ones. So I would actually wear this. I would wear it on its own more so than the fragrance. So it's in 7th place. Then we get to the 6th place, and that is Versace's Dylan Blue. This one was gonna kind of flip-flop between 7th and 6th because the thing I hate the most about it is this packaging leaks a little bit. You can see it's kind of worn off, and if you're not careful, it can kind of get out, and if your like hands are super lotiony, you can rub off the gold. So I just feel like that wasn't the best touch to have it just be like this really cheap spray. But I'm one of the few people that actually really likes Dylan Blue. I don't think it's anything spectacular, anything interesting, or, you know, it's not breaking any particular ground. I get it. It's a clean floral. It's kind of shampoo-y. It's safe. And with a bottle like this, I agree. I expected something more interesting. Versace could have really changed it up because the bottle is stunning and the men's bottle is as well. But this is a really beautiful and safe office or non-offensive scent. And I think as bottles go, it's a nice one as well. So I really, really like the scent. I wear it a lot of the time when I'm around new people and I don't know how they're gonna react to scent, or if it's just like a business meeting or something. I just feel like it's really safe. It's non-offensive, especially if you only spray a little bit, which you would be if you're in close proximity in like a business office setting. It's just a really safe one. And lotion wise, this is a really, let me just spread right here. It is a really, really nice one scent wise. I feel like it's not an exact match, but that's so rare to find, but it's the perfect clean lotion version of that. Even more clean and shower fresh than the Versace, and I feel like paired together they're beautiful. This right out of the shower is so stunning. I feel like this is a really nice one to travel with if you were going to travel with it, and I did once actually take this with me. It's just fresh and clean and creamy, and it does smell like a more expensive lotion. And I really do like it. I definitely have it. There's more down the line where it gets even closer because texture wise, it isn't there for me, but it's definitely kind of like mediocre. This is like middle of the run in terms of texture, but scent wise, it's a stunner. Then we get to a fragrance I haven't talked about in a while actually, and this is Moschino Toy 2 Perfumed Body Lotion, and this is the one it goes with. I love the slight like toyish, I don't want to say plasticky, it's not an extreme plasticky scent, but there is something about this that is very, very slightly a toyish smell, like a plasticky baby doll smell. It's extremely fruity, and I feel like that takes over in a lot of it. And it's also what keeps it more interesting and different than other like baby doll head plasticky fragrances. But as far as fruity fragrances go, this one doesn't make my stomach turn, and I have to be in the mood for it because it is quite fruity, but because of that plasticky toy scent and, you know, the bottle is quite cute, I do enjoy it from time to time, mostly in the spring. And in terms of the lotion, I feel like it is such a nice match. Texture wise, we're still not into the area where it gets very creamy and rich, but scent wise, just like Dylan Blue, I feel like this is the perfect match and set with Moschino. It's just a little bit lighter, a little bit more creamy, but quite clean and fresh, and really pairs beautifully together. This doesn't have like beast mode projection and lasting power, but it's kind of like middle of the road. And as long as your skin is moisturized in general, you'll kind of get a good performance. So this is a nice way, if you're gonna moisturize with anything, you might as well moisturize with the lotion it comes with. So yeah, definitely enjoy that. Again, kind of like Dylan Blue, somewhere in the middle for me. All right, now we get to the top 4. So in 4th place, we've got Aura by Mugler, and this one, you guys, is, I think, the best scent match, honestly. It just smells so much like the Mugler fragrance. And I have the Eau de Parfum, and I feel like they are pretty identical. Obviously, this is the lotion version, and I feel like you can pick out a lot more of the scent in the fragrance itself. It's also more minty in here. This is a little bit more subdued, but as far as fragrance lotions go, sometimes they're so off in being something different, and I don't know, they're so minimalistic compared to the scent. And this is such an interesting, intriguing, complex scent that definitely I would not recommend as a blind buy. But this is complex in and of itself as well. Like, this lotion really does smell an awful like the fragrance, and I think because of that, they pair beautifully. I don't think Mugler Eau de Parfum needs a base to last, because this definitely does last a very long time, especially if you already are getting it on your clothing and in your hair. But if you do want to just extend it just a step further and make it a little bit more wearable, why not pair them? And honestly, I have, just for the fun of it, because I do enjoy, and it is nice. I definitely do enjoy it, and I like how authentic it is to the scent. Now in third place, I really was not expecting this to be in the top 3, and that goes to show of how price cannot be an indicator of quality. But Agent Provocateur's Fatal Pink or Fatal Pink, oh my God, is the quality of this lotion completely to die for. Okay, so I hope you can see how thick it is. It actually is kind of hard to get out. Not too hard, but it is really, really rich, so moisturizing. A little goes a long way. That was way too much. That could have been like half an arm. And we'll get to the scent in a second, but in terms of lotion, especially if you're just going to use it on, you know, like elbows or knees or really dry places, this is actually a very, very good lotion to have. And I was so surprised that I was into this body cream. So the fragrance it goes with is obviously here, and it's Fatal Pink. It's not my favorite scent, but it's not bad. I feel like it has definitely a touch of like Light Blue by Dolce & Gabbana, that kind of citrusy, fresh thing. I think it was like $10. This was so inexpensive, and it was in a set. So I really could not have gone wrong with it. And this lotion does the thing that Scandal does, where it's just like a more sour, like more pronounced on the sourness than the fragrance itself. But because the quality of the texture is there, and oh my God, does it extend the wear of this, because the wear of Fatal Pink is truly non-existent after a while. And this just helps carry it a little bit further if you were interested. I had to put it in my top 3. I really do enjoy it. I wear this lotion all the time, especially in winter. So if you can find the set, they're super inexpensive. You can usually find them at like Marshall's, Winners, TJ Maxx kind of stores. Definitely pick it up. Then in second place, we've got Physicians Formula's Body Butter, and this goes with the Butter Paradise. Now, you can't really find these anymore. I think maybe in the States you can still order them online, but this was limited edition, and it was coming in and out, and it was in Canada for just like a flash. And I actually got this one, and I got a backup because I knew it was going to disappear, and especially for Canadians, I think it's really hard to find. It's an eau de toilette. I love the scent of this. I love all their butter products. I'm a huge, huge user of all their butter products, the blushes, the highlighters, the bronzers. I use everything, and I love them. And the scent is to die for. The fragrance is to die for. I'm wearing it today actually, and the body butter, you guys, I love. So this is what it comes in. This is what it looks like. The scent is there. It's a little bit lighter, and it's a little bit more gourmand, if that makes any sense, than the fragrance itself. But the texture is to die for. I would 100%, if these came in tubs, buy this as my like everyday lotion to put on every single day. I think it's the perfect level of consistency where it's not too thick of a body butter, where sometimes the Body Shop ones, you just can't get dressed for like 15-20 minutes. But this really, really is incredible. And I think Physicians Formula should absolutely sell this as a full-size product and bring it back. Even if they don't bring back the fragrance itself, this is a gem. So love that. Then in first place, this is my favorite lotion, and I'm kind of nursing it because I genuinely love it. And it's the only one out of the bunch. Sometimes I'll wear this as well, but on its own, but it's the only one out of the bunch where I feel like I wear it on its own for the fragrance, and I've never been that sort of person. And that is her body lotion, and obviously it goes by Her by Burberry. I love this scent. I've talked about it a million times. I won't get into it. It's a stunner. But this, first of all, the packaging is like this really matted, soft packaging. I think they really put effort into it, whereas Versace didn't, for example. But the consistency is there. It is a really soft, let me see, I'm putting so much lotion everywhere. It's a really soft, matte kind of feel. Sometimes with There's like Nivea creams. You can get the soft touch ones, and that's exactly what it feels like. It feels like Nivea soft touch, which is my favorite feeling. Like even the body butters, I prefer this over this, and it's my absolute favorite. There's 75 ml in this, which seems like more than it looks like, but I've definitely worn it on its own, and I've worn it with the fragrance. And this is exactly this fragrance, just dialed all the way down. And it really does work well because this does not need anything to last through the day and into the next. You can pair it up with this if you want, so that, you know, they're matching, but this I wear on its own where I'm in the mood for her, but I don't want the fullness of, you know, a commitment of like 10 hours of wearing the fragrance. I absolutely love this. And again, I feel like if they sold this separate to this, I would consider purchasing just the lotion. So I hope you guys enjoyed that video. I hope this video was fun and helpful for you guys. As always, don't forget to leave your recommendations for other videos in the comments below, and I'll see you next time. Bye.